Welcome to Starfire Eternal Cycle. This is a basics guide for new players. Starfire is a love letter to the classic side-scroller beat-em-ups, but with a modern roguelike progression system, addictive combat, and a fantastic visual flair. The core gameplay is very simple and easy to pick up. However, it has a ton of depth that we're going to get into later. To start, we brawl from the left of the screen to the right, defeating any enemies along the way. This is as simple as using a light attack button for combo strikes, whereas the heavy attack button is a special ability that can be used on a short cooldown. As you land attacks, it will slowly fill this rage meter. Once the rage meter is full, you can use the rage ability to do a super attack that provides you immunity to damage while dishing out your own. You can also let the meter fill up 3 times to unlock an ultimate ability. When used, it plays a cutscene and does insane screen-wide damage. Now, our primary defense is dashing to avoid enemy attacks, or to do a dash attack. Timing your dash right as an enemy or projectile is about to hit you will turn it into a perfect dodge. This sends out a wave of light that slows down time, allowing you to reposition or attack while being invulnerable to damage. Mastering the timing of perfect dodges is the key to surviving in this game. The major goal is to fight through each room to eventually defeat bosses, and then restart the process after you either win or you lose. Each win will unlock the next difficulty, which adds in additional rooms, bosses, modifiers, and mechanics, with each boss in Starfire having unique patterns and attacks to learn and overcome. When you beat one, they will drop 2 special currencies that can be used at your base for permanent character upgrades, as well as purchasing new weapons. Now, this is where we get to the first level of depth. Before a run, you can choose between 8 weapons. 3 are immediately available, and 5 of them can be unlocked. Each one has its own combo moveset, special ability, and ultimate attacks, meaning they all have different playstyles to suit any player type. The Lightning Fist is a fast-paced, up-in-your-face, fast combo monster. It utilizes lightning strikes for area damage, and generally it makes me feel pretty hyperactive whenever I use it. The Flamethrower is a short-ranged weapon that fires small flame pellets. Its abilities are all about blasting forward cone area fire damage and creating explosions. It feels kind of like Mega Man if his hobby was arson. The Gold Axe is my personal favorite weapon. It's a bit heavy, so you swing it around slower than most weapons, and at the end of your combo it sends out blade beams in multiple directions. However, it has a unique mechanic called Plunder. This allows you to pillage additional gold from each enemy that you defeat. Gold is very important as it can be used to buy items and upgrades for that specific run, which will be explained in a bit. The Frostbow is a true ranged weapon and has a theme around charging up shots and raining down ice area attacks. The Cyclone Cannon is another ranged weapon that blasts wind bullets and focuses on creating tornadoes to control and damage your enemies. Whereas the Quake Hammer is a very slow attacking weapon that slams the ground to create large AoE aftershocks, which also causes rocks to fall from the sky. Everything it does feels meaty with lots of weight. If you prefer to be a mage, the wooden vine staff creates vines from the ground to attack your enemies at a distance, but it can also transform into a spear for close ranged attacks. And lastly, the Shadow Blade is a close-range slashing weapon. It has you dart around the field quickly to dispatch your enemies while having this automated area attack after so many hits. Its unique mechanic has a chance to create a shadow clone that will then mimic a special attack. Now that you've chosen a weapon, we'll cover the second layer of depth, match-based upgrades. Each time you enter the dungeon, you will be able to get upgrades that last only for that run. These come based on your choices, and honestly the build paths feel limitless. First is Insectoid Cores. You will always get a choice from one of 3 random legendary cores at the start of a match, and you'll earn more cores from certain room types and bosses. These gems are going to look extremely intimidating at first, so let's make them less scary. All cores can be broken down into elements based on their look, and rarities based on their level. which in order of strength is white, blue, purple, and then legendary are red. Each tier can roll different amounts of substats, but legendaries also get a unique ability. This can either be a boost to the element's mechanic, or be specific to the weapon's specialty, even being able to completely transform attack animations. However, for your first couple of runs, you probably don't want to rack your brain on the individual stats too much. But as you play and get more Insectoid Cores, you will want to mix and match based on your playstyle and the weapon you're using. Equipped cores will provide not only the bonuses shown, but they also have elemental set bonuses. If you have at least 2 of one element equipped, you will activate a special ability. For example, 2 shadow cores will have you automatically creating shadow clones that mimic your abilities and help you in battle. The more of the same element, the more and better effects you will get. There are also set bonuses for multi-element stacking, so mix and match and find your favorite combos. The next upgrade type is equipment. These are earned from their own type of room and certain bosses. They just sit in your inventory and they provide passive bonuses. However, at higher difficulties, you can also get item sets that will automatically merge to create legendary gear. Seeking these sets out can provide massive bonuses for that round. There are many room types that you can encounter. Each room progressed will allow you to choose where to go next and what rewards to receive. One advanced option is the shop. Here you can spend gold earned on that run to purchase equipment and Insectoid Cores. Each shop can be re-rolled for more options, with the number of chances being based on certain upgrades. There is also a forge that allows you to enhance your cores by combining 3 of the same level rarity. If you put 3 of the same element together, it will guarantee the result will be of that element. Otherwise, it will be one of the 3 elements used to fuse. This merging system is one of the best ways to get legendary cores for the biggest power gains. The forge also lets you re-roll, enhance, and dismantle cores for further customization. So if all of these per run enhancements aren't enough for you, the third layer of depth is unlocking permanent enhancements at your base. These range from increased max HP, all the way to things like starting gold, an additional life, or even more core slots. On top of that, you'll also get additional outfits available from beating specific difficulties and earning achievements. Each outfit has unique benefits to enhance playstyles, and they can also be upgraded. Or maybe you just wear them for fashion. So that's all of the basics of Starfire Eternal Cycle. But if you're still struggling to win, try these quick tips. Aim for 6 of the same element cores, powered up to legendary. The substats are not as critical as the special ability obtained from reaching legendary, so merge and reforge as needed for a set. Then, focus on getting equipment each time you visit the shop by using the reroll option to buy additional items. While leveling up, be sure to choose a type of damage related to your cores and stick with it. For example, if your elemental core set bonus says it deals weapon damage, then focus weapon damage at level ups to become stronger. If you choose randomly, that's when you won't do well. Starfire has an absolute ton of depth, so it's up to you to mix and match to overcome the final boss on difficulty 6. Personally, I'm absolutely addicted to trying new combinations, and I can't get enough of this gameplay. So if this guide helped you and you're enjoying the game, make sure to share it with your friends. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. YouTube's going to recommend another video on the left, and a playlist for other indie games will be on the right.